Success. Success comes in many forms. It can come financially. It can come in revenge. It can come in glory. But the only way to achieve success is by taking advantage of every opportunity presented to you. Tonight, 6 superstars will be getting their opportunity. However, only one will leave having gotten one step closer to success. For the others, they will only be left with pain, misery, and failure. Who will leave tonight finally getting their chance at success? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Money in the Bank.
Alright everybody, how are you all doing? Welcome to the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. My name is Dominic behind the commentary table, and we are live and sold out in Hartford, Connecticut, as these fans erupt and are immediately on their feet, ready to see some action. And we're gonna kick it off with the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Okay, tonight it's all about who will be leaving with the briefcase. Who out of these 6 women will leave here tonight grabbing the Money in the Bank briefcase, pulling it down, and achieving success that could lead them to championship glory. However, Toni Storm, she already knows that she has an opportunity at a women's title. Toni Storm, in a few weeks' time, will be facing off against Becky Lynch at NXT TakeOver New York to try to take back her NXT Women's Championship. So, Toni Storm, she's got a lot on her mind right now, but she has to be thinking, if she were to win here tonight, and if she were to defeat Becky Lynch at NXT TakeOver New York, she could perhaps end up becoming a joint main roster and NXT Women's Champion. So Toni Storm has a lot on her mind right now. So does this woman, Alexa Bliss, defeating Sasha Banks in order to get into this one. Alexa Bliss, she has ached for a chance at the top prize on the SmackDown roster for the women's division. Alexa Bliss here tonight is looking to finally get that chance. However, you know that she's also got to be thinking about how she is coming into this one wishing that she was bringing along some help. Because Mickie James, who on the Go Home show had an opportunity to join this matchup, lost that qualifying match to Bayley. So Bayley, instead of Mickie James, is going to be in this ladder match. However, another woman joining both Alexa Bliss and Bayley from the SmackDown roster, it is Ember Moon. Now, she is no stranger to championship glory. A former women's champion in her own right. However, over the past few years, since losing her title to Nia Jax, she hasn't really gained any momentum, okay? She's been trying and trying and trying to climb the ranks. However, right now, she has to stop thinking about the power rankings, so she just has to be thinking about climbing that ladder to take the women's Money in the Bank briefcase. Now, I mentioned Alexa Bliss. She defeated Sasha Banks in order to get in this one. Ember Moon defeated Lacey Evans in order to get this one, the Sassy Southern Belle, and it was no easy task. However, we move on to this next competitor who has strong ties with the Money in the Bank ladder match. Bayley, last year's amazing story. Okay, she started off in NXT. She wasn't even drafted to the main roster. She started off in NXT, and you know what happened? NXT General Manager at the time, Chris Jericho, decided, hey, you know what? Why don't we have a qualifying match? Let's see if one of my NXT women will go on to potentially be in that women's Money in the Bank ladder match. So what did he do? He put Bayley against the current NXT Women's Champion, Becky Lynch. Bayley left NXT following that massive win. She went to the Money in the Bank pay-per-view, and she did the impossible, the unthinkable. Bayley climbed the ladder and retrieved the briefcase, and then later on became SmackDown Women's Champion. So Bayley went from not even being drafted to the main roster to the champion. And I think Bayley is looking to replicate that success by taking down the briefcase for a second year in a row. However, with competitors like this, like Asuka, the current Raw Women's Champion, that's going to be a very, very, very difficult task indeed, as the Raw Women's Champion, Asuka, is here tonight. Oh, wait a second. Shayna Baszler attacking Asuka. Of course, Shayna Baszler, the 6th woman in this matchup, and the bell is rung, and ladies and gentlemen, all hell is already broken loose as Alexa Bliss throws Bayley to the outside. And now it seems as though Ember Moon and Toni Storm are alone in the ring. Okay, Asuka and Shayna Baszler are beating the hell out of each other at the top of the ramp, and it seems as though Ember Moon and Toni Storm are left in the middle of the ring. Okay, well, it seems as though we're kicking off this Money in the Bank ladder match prematurely, as here we go. Asuka and Shayna Baszler, of course, no stranger to one another. Shayna Baszler and Asuka, of course, battling each other at the last pay-per-view at Backlash for the Raw Women's title. Shayna Baszler losing that matchup, of course, as Asuka, oh god, getting beaten down by Shayna Baszler, and Alexa Bliss just hit a brutal-looking DDT onto Bayley as Toni Storm and Ember Moon trying to pay no attention to any of them. They're only trying to pay attention to each other inside the middle of the ring. And I would love to see this matchup. Ember Moon versus Toni Storm, just in an exhibition. Give them 30 minutes, give them 45 minutes, give them an Iron Woman match. I don't care. I'd love to see Toni Storm versus Ember Moon, as it seems as though outside, what's happening now? I think Alexa Bliss, yes, introducing the first ladder of the matchup. And now, oh, wait a second. Toni Storm and Ember Moon turn their attention, to Alexa Bliss as the brutal headbutt connects. And now, Ember Moon and Toni Storm apparently looking to take out their frustrations on Alexa Bliss as that ladder has been introduced. Okay, the kick combination on Alexa Bliss as Toni Storm now stares at Bliss. Okay, connecting with the rights and the kick. Here at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. Oh, goes for an elbow, but a big swing and a miss. And that might just have cost her here as... the hip connecting to the side of the head as we go back to the action between Toni Storm and Ember Moon here. Back to a one-on-one fight between these two women as Shayna Baszler and Asuka just brutalizing each other at the top of the ramp. Bayley's been laid out, Alexa Bliss has been laid out, and Ember Moon is screaming in fury here tonight as now, what is this? She throws her across the ring. Connects there, that roundabout clothesline, beautifully executed. As here we go, Asuka at the top of the ramp with the kicks connecting by Asuka. The side heel kick, and it seems as though Shayna Baszler has been taken down, but perhaps only momentarily, as Ember Moon throws Toni Storm to the outside. And here we go. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Ember Moon and Asuka. These two women have had their history, of course, both women competing for the Women's Championship, the Raw Women's Championship in the past, as now these two, Ember Moon, goes for a kick, but reversed by Asuka. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen, a rematch that I would not mind seeing. These two women beating each other down, but Asuka throws her into the corner, and the kicks connecting, and now back and forth with the kicks, perhaps, and here we go, Ember Moon finishing the sequence, perhaps, with the brutal kicks to the chest of Asuka, the current Raw Women's Champion. As now, Asuka, here we go, continuing the offense now on Ember Moon. Back and forth between these two ladies as Ember Moon takes her down with the Death Valley Driver. And then an elbow for good measure. As Ember Moon doing everything she can to defeat Asuka. Throws her across the ring, and that roundabout clothesline connects once again. This time on Asuka, and Asuka is not looking too good following that attack in her entrance by Shayna Baszler. As Asuka rolls out of the way there. And a big swing and a miss with that kick. However, Asuka trying to build some momentum, but Ember Moon not having it. As a kick connecting again. And Asuka not looking too good as the strikes connecting by Ember Moon. However, Asuka trying to fight back here. Oh, connects. Crunching the back of the neck onto the mat. As now, Asuka looked to punch her to the outside, but Ember Moon not having it. These two women alone in the ring, sharing the ring right now, beating the hell out of each other. As Asuka is not looking too good. What is this? Oh! A forearm strike. And here we go. Building some momentum, connecting with the suicide dive. The suicide dive, and Bayley immediately runs into the ring, realizes the potential opportunity in the situation. However, Ember Moon goes back into the ring as Bayley and Ember Moon share the ring. Now the ladder is set up pitch perfectly, and one of these women might just use that ladder to leave with the women's Money in the Bank briefcase as the Bayley to Bayley connects on Ember Moon. As now Bayley looks to perhaps jump Ember Moon to the outside. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That's exactly what you need to do. Realizes the potential opportunity in the situation. Runs into the ring, though, does Alexa Bliss. As these two women who have had their history on SmackDown, having a bit of a back and forth rivalry over the past few months. As these two women back and forth on the top of the ladder here. As Toni Storm, what in the hell does she have in mind? As Alexa Bliss and Bayley battle now. But Toni Storm, oh my god! Oh my god, did you see the impact? As Toni Storm here on the replay, bam! And it falls down on Bayley. Good lord, that did not look like a good landing for that ladder on Bayley's stomach. And Toni Storm immediately going to work after watching Alexa Bliss and Bayley crumble down to the mat. And oh god, speaking of crumbling down to the mat, Shayna Baszler has just entered the fray. And Shayna, here we go. Oh god, with that running knee to the chin. Oh god, goes for another knee though, and goes for a headbutt. And no, back and forth we see these two women from Monday Night Raw go. As Toni, oh here we go. Look at that connection. Beautiful by Toni Storm. And Toni Storm, she now has Shayna Baszler down, but she realizes how quickly Shayna Baszler is getting back up, realizing that she shouldn't set up the ladder just yet, puts it down. However, she looks like she has something in mind for it. But Shayna Baszler reverses. And wait, what is this? What is, oh my god. Oh my god! I believe, oh my god, a suplex. And I believe she just fell on the corner of the ladder. As now Shayna Baszler are looking to replicate that same feat with Asuka. Oh, but she misses just barely. As Ember Moon on the outside, I'm not too sure what she's doing with that ladder. As now a neck breaker connects by Shayna Baszler on the Raw Women's Champion. And now Ember Moon. What in the hell does she have in mind? She's setting up the ladder bridge. As now Asuka and Shayna Baszler stare each other down. Now both women hurt. As now here we go. Oh, Shayna Baszler reverses. Takes down Asuka. And now she's looking to take down Ember Moon as well. But Ember Moon strikes back. As now here we go, Ember Moon and Shayna Baszler staring at each other. However, Shayna Baszler fighting back with a kick to the stomach though by Ember Moon. Asuka's been taken down on the outside, the current Raw Women's Champion, as Shayna Baszler from Monday Night Raw takes down SmackDown's Ember Moon, slamming her down there. As that ladder is eerily in position on the outside. Not too sure what that's all about, as Shayna Baszler kicks Asuka right in the gut. However, she reverses. Back and forth, here we go between these two women. The two women who battled to kick off the Backlash pay-per-view. However, this ain't Backlash anymore. This is Money in the Bank. And, oh, the situation has completely changed. as Shayna Baszler seems to have something in mind here, not too sure. Picking up Ember Moon. What is it that she is planning on doing? Not too sure. Throws Ember Moon to the outside. As now Shayna Baszler turns right back around to Asuka, who looked a bit groggy there. And Asuka, oh, what is this? Throws her into the corner and then sprinting into the double knees. As Asuka has Shayna Baszler here. Ember Moon, Toni Storm, Bayley, everybody is down on the outside. As now she throws her onto that ladder bridge. And oh, wait a second. The Raw Women's Champion, Asuka, what does she have in mind here? What is this? No, 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 no. Oh my God, through the ladder. This is awesome is right. Oh my God, the height by Asuka. And I think she might have just taken herself along with Shayna Baszler out of the match as Toni Storm looks to take advantage. She's got the Money in the Bank briefcase, but Bayley immediately coming into the ring, immediately battling now, immediately punching Toni Storm, not allowing her to get the briefcase. As Asuka and Shayna Baszler, somebody better go check on them, as these two women are battling at the top of the ladder. Both women looking to win the Money in the Bank briefcase. Bayley looking to do it 2 times in a row, as Toni Storm is looking to do it and potentially go on to become a joint champion. And Bayley throws Toni Storm to the ground. Bayley throws Toni Storm to the ground, and now, ladies and gentlemen, she has it. She has it. Oh God, no, 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 wait a minute. Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss stopping it. And oh, no, 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 no. Power bomb on Bayley. And the two women who have been battling on SmackDown collide as the DDT connects with Bayley's head, colliding into the mat. And now everybody else is down. Everybody else has been taken out. Alexa Bliss at the top. Oh God, no, no, no. No, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Alexa Bliss, she's done it. Alexa Bliss is your new Miss Money in the Bank. And oh my God, what a fight we just witnessed between all 6 women. Okay, the match starting before the bell had even run. But oh my God, these 6 women, what a way to kick off the show. And Alexa Bliss has just stolen the win from Bayley. Bayley, she climbed at the top of the ladder looking to steal the win from Toni Storm. However, it seemed as though the heist was not completed, because Alexa Bliss, and oh God, ladies and gentlemen, let's look at that. Bam! Connection by Asuka, just crashing through the ladder with Shayna Baszler. And there you see her after all the carnage. Alexa Bliss is your new Miss Money in the Bank. As we have to move on now, hopefully we can catch our breath for a few moments, as Braun Strowman, the Intercontinental Champion, is looking to take on the Bulgarian Brute, Rusev. It's all for the championship, as these two men, these two behemoths, are looking to shatter each other, perhaps even the ring. We'll find out momentarily, as Braun Strowman and Rusev, these two beefy boys, are looking to beat the piss out of each other. And I am absolutely here for that, as Rusev is looking to make it Rusev's day, and he's looking to take home the Intercontinental Championship. Now, how did we get here? Well, Braun Strowman a few weeks ago asked anybody for an Intercontinental Championship match. Okay, he tried to main event the show with an Intercontinental title match. The Rated R superstar Edge had to come out and tell him that everybody just seemed too scared to fight him. Nobody wanted to answer the count. No one wanted to come down to the ring and answer the challenge. However, it was this man, Rusev, who decided to take that opportunity. He didn't answer the Intercontinental Open Challenge. He just decided to attack Braun Strowman. Okay, he made his intentions known. And then he wanted to fight on the bigger stage of Money in the Bank to try to take the Intercontinental Championship. Okay, and then of course later on, Rusev and Braun Strowman met each other in tag team competition in a main event that we didn't even know was going to happen until it happened. Okay, Rusev and Braun Strowman competed against each other. Rusev had Drew Gulak. Braun Strowman had Drew McIntyre in their respective corners. As these two men beat the hell out of each other in that one, neither man could really take the other one down. And I think we're going to see a very similar situation in this one, as these two big, beefy boys themselves are looking to beat the hell out of each other. Now, Braun Strowman, the Intercontinental Champion, defeated Robert Roode at WrestleMania as a surprise opponent in his own right to become Intercontinental Champion. However, this crowd, as you can hear it nonetheless, chanting Rusev Day. Perhaps they do believe in Rusev. Perhaps they believe Rusev's day is here. Well, we're going to find that in just a few moments, if that's the case. As there you see the referee showcasing what it's all about. The Intercontinental Championship. The first one-on-one match here on SmackDown. Of course, the WWE title going to be on the line later on. Drew McIntyre, a man I mentioned earlier, will be taking on EC3 for the WWE title in a Falls Count Anywhere match. However, this is not Falls Count Anywhere, okay? There is disqualification, there is countouts, and I don't think either of these two men want to defeat the other with a disqualification or countout. I think these two men just want to beat the hell out of each other as Rusev and Braun Strowman intensely staring down, and I can't wait to see which man makes the first blow as Rusev and Strowman are looking at each other here. Rusev almost challenging Braun Strowman, and Braun Strowman challenging Rusev as a punch to the face connects by Rusev, and Strowman, he doesn't even look fazed. However, Rusev, the Bulgarian Terminator, he's still, oh god, I was gonna stay still in the fight, but Braun Strowman immediately showcased that he does have the power advantage, which is very rare in a match against Rusev. Okay, typically Rusev's the man with the power advantage as these two men stare each other down. Rusev's trying to think, what do I do now? Okay, I can't even take down, oh! Braun Strowman, however, a kick out of nowhere to the side of the head does it. However, Braun Strowman again with the power advantage, just pushing him down with the shoulder tackle. Because now he goes for the punch. Oh, but misses. Braun Strowman didn't miss his punch as Rusev takes down Strowman. Because now here we go. Rusev with the chops to the chest. And now the strikes by Rusev. However, back and forth, Braun Strowman with the strikes of his own. As these two men looking to put on one hell of a fight. Okay, both men incredibly powerful, incredibly strong, incredibly fast for their respective heights and weights. This, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be a very interesting one as these two men seem to be fairly even thus far. Braun Strowman, however, seemingly having the advantage, throwing Rusev across the ring as you just saw. However, Rusev still trying to fight now with the chops to the chest, goes for another, I believe, uppercut there. However, reversed as he grabs the arm, trying to wear down the arm of Braun Strowman. Perhaps a smart strategy, because if it hurts to punch you, then perhaps he'll stop laying in the fists. As connection there again by Rusev with the chops. And then a kick to the stomach, and again, oh, and a kick to the side of the head. But Braun Strowman, he's not down. He just got fired up as the punch to the stomach connects, taking Rusev off his feet quite literally. And now Braun Strowman, oh god, wait a second, gets taken off of his feet with the belly to belly by the Bulgarian Brute. And Rusev screaming in anger. He's hyping himself up here as he throws Braun Strowman to the outside. And what a collision we are seeing between these two beefy men here tonight, beating the hell out of each other. And it seems as though Braun Strowman is looking to beat the hell out of Rusev once again. Gets back in the ring. Oh, but he gets met with a right hand. And again. And Rusev continuing the pressure now. picks him up. Oh, God, launches Braun Strowman in the air. The strength on display by Rusev as he is just screaming, and he is hyping himself up right now. Okay, he's feeling the energy and the momentum coursing through his veins. As Braun Strowman, however, responds with an elbow, and now has him by the throat, and once again with the punch to the stomach. Braun Strowman realizing that Rusev has gained a lot of momentum. Okay, he's beating the hell out of him. He's giving him some few hefty blows. However, Rusev nonetheless, is still being met with that power advantage by Braun Strowman. However, Rusev showing that perhaps he's powerful as well, taking down Braun Strowman, sprinting into it before colliding with Braun Strowman as Rusev, oh my god, just gets slammed down face first by the monster among men, the Intercontinental Champion, Braun Strowman, as Strowman now picks him up, but Rusev reverses, tosses him to the outside. Oh, but he takes him back into the ring before Braun Strowman rolls to the outside, goes to grab him again, but no, Rusev reverses with a punch to the stomach before a chop to the chest connects. And now here we go. Braun Strowman with the... Braun Strowman building up the momentum, but he goes to kick him in the back of the skull, does Rusev with that Machka kick perhaps. However, back and forth we are seeing between these two men as Rusev throws Braun Strowman over the top rope here. No, wait, what is this? Oh, whoa, Braun Strowman! One. I mentioned earlier he's got good athleticism for a man his size, and that agility was just put on display for everyone to see, jumping over not only the top rope, but Rusev himself, as Braun Strowman, following that surge of momentum, is trying to continue that momentum, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, Braun Strowman trying to make this train go a bit faster, continue it over and over again. Okay, feeling the train tracks hitting the wheels over and over and over again at a faster rate. But Rusev, ladies and gentlemen, looking to stop that train of momentum by putting Braun Strowman at the top turnbuckle. What is this? Rusev, what in the hell does he have in mind? Oh my god! Rusev launches Braun Strowman off the top turnbuckle. You know what they say, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. As he picks up Strowman, but Strowman, oh my god, somehow comes back with a clothesline. As Rusev reverses though, and a punch to the face turns him around into the Machka kick. Braun Strowman has just been taken down. As I said, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. Braun Strowman, he definitely looks to be in a lot of pain right now. Okay, Rusev absolutely tearing him apart, as it seems as though he's going to quite do that literally with, ladies and gentlemen, the accolade that could win him the Intercontinental Championship. But Braun Strowman gets out of it. And now, oh god, wait a second, grabbing him by the back of the neck and slamming him down. And Braun Strowman, 1, 2, 3, is still the Intercontinental Champion, quite literally out of nowhere. Okay, I thought Rusev had it in those last few seconds. But in the end, it was all Braun Strowman. Okay, Braun Strowman pulling out some impressive maneuvers, okay, especially that jumping over the top rope and then jumping over Rusev. Well, then here is this. Here's where I thought the tide had turned, where Rusev threw Braun Strowman off the top rope into the ground. But the only man that was staying on the ground after a big slam like that, the reverse choke slam, was Rusev. Braun Strowman, once again proving that he is the Intercontinental Champion, and why that is the case. Who will stop Braun Strowman? Oh. Okay then. Not entirely sure what that was all about. Somebody has an obsession with bunnies or rabbits or something in the back. Okay, maybe just furry animals in general. Not too sure what that's about. Anyways, let's move on from that, to be honest, eerie image to this matchup, ladies and gentlemen, and that's for the Raw Tag Team Championships. It's those two men, the challengers, the Revival, as they are set to take on the current Raw Tag Team Champions in the War Raiders. Okay, these two teams fought at the Backlash pay-per-view about a month ago, and as you can tell by the belts strapped around the War Raiders' waists, those two men left with a victory. However, there is a massive difference between this matchup and the match at Backlash, and King Booker, our general manager, tweeted out the difference. To make sure we finally have a true conclusion to this feud, and to finally have the Revival stop complaining backstage, I decree that tonight's tag team title contest is an elimination match. And that simple change completely changes the strategy for both teams going into it. Okay, because now they have to think about not only defeating one member of the opposing team, but they also have to be thinking about defeating the other one as well. And when it comes to the War Raiders or the Revival, it will not be an easy task. Okay, however, I believe that since this is an elimination match, we might get more of a chance to showcase the differences between these two teams. It's the calculative Revival versus the brawling War Raiders, as Dash Wilder immediately out of the gate with a clothesline there before stomping on the back of the skull, and then fires back with a forearm shot on the big man Hanson, as Hanson gets taken down. However, the sheer size of Hanson comes into effect with the splash that just took down Dash. However, Hanson, he's fighting back with the forearm strike again, tossing Dash Wilder into the corner. As Rowe stands there, the bald man gets tagged in. And then, oh, what a knee before a clothesline. What a combination. Rowe and Hanson, I mentioned before, a very brawl-like duo. As you can hear, a hard-hitting duo with that chop to the chest. However, Dash Wilder is still trying to fight back, but he is not given the chance. However, the strength by Rowe was about to be put on display, but it wasn't, as Hanson pushes down Dash Wilder, who went to go after him for a brief second before realizing the size of him. Came into effect before a right hand takes down Hanson off the apron. As Dash Wilder here tonight, the man in the black, red, and white, takes Rowe over towards the corner of the Revival, and here we go. Rowe and Scott Dawson, the two legal men in this one. Back suplex connects, and when it comes to the feud between these two teams, it's really all been centered around Scott Dawson and Rowe. Of course, Scott Dawson attacking Rowe backstage before the two teams fought at the Backlash pay-per-view. And ever since then, those two men in particular have boiled over into what has surely been a heated rivalry. However, as you just saw, Scott Dawson did not allow Rowe to get any sort of momentum on him, immediately tagging in Dash Wilder before Dash Wilder ducks underneath, but gets caught by Rowe. Perhaps Scott Dawson and Dash Wilder trying to use the anger of Rowe towards Scott Dawson to effect, as you just saw him immediately tagging out there, playing some mind games as the gory special connects. Bit of a shout out to the Guerreros, perhaps. Oh, but a right hand there by Rowe. trying to dislocate the jaw perhaps of Dash Wilder as he gets set into the corner. And now here we go, some more tag team tandem offense here with the War Raiders perhaps. Oh, look at that, the strength on display, launching him up into the air before being caught by the massive Hanson as Scott Dawson breaks up the count. And Hanson, he stares at Scott Dawson and now goes to grab him, pulling him over the top rope and then taking him down, sending him into the mat. And then another right hand for good measure. A bit of revenge for breaking up the count. However, Dash Wilder using that slight distraction by Scott Dawson to his advantage, takes him down with the neckbreaker. And oh my god, Dash Wilder lifting him up into the air. Not an easy thing to do with a man that size. 1, 2. No, but in again, only a 2 count. As Hanson, oh god, right behind him, gets immediately back up. Oh god. Before hitting him with a clubbing punch. As Dash Wilder takes Rowe off the apron. Hanson is down. However, he's getting slowly picked back up by Dash Wilder, tosses him into the corner. And oh, wait a second. Realizing Rowe is on the ground, they connect with the Shatter Machine. Scott Dawson gets the knees up in the cover. 1, 2, 3. And Rowe immediately running into the ring, trying to break up the count. However, he just couldn't get there in time. And now it's Scott Dawson and Rowe in the ring at the same time. And this is what Rowe has been waiting for. However, now it's a 2-on-1 advantage for the Revival. Rowe is all alone in this one, and he's going to have to outlast 2 men in order to get a potential victory. But that's not going to be easy, especially with, these 2 men, Scott Dawson and Dash Wilder, being an incredible tag team, as you just saw with that tandem offense. As Dash Wilder makes the tag to Scott Dawson. And now it looks like we're going to be getting a replication of a spot we saw earlier with the back suplex connecting on Rowe as he tosses him towards the corner. But he bounces off. However, as you just saw, the hand of Scott Dawson just bounced off the back of the head of Rowe. As now, wait just a second. What a kick right to the leg. And there you see exactly what the Revival love to do. They love to pick apart their opponent, specifically picking apart the legs of their opponents. As Scott Dawson goes over towards the War Raiders corner and now perhaps mocking Rowe, saying, hey, Hanson is nowhere to be seen. You are all alone here tonight, buddy. As Dash Wilder tosses Rowe across the ring. As Scott Dawson looks to go towards his corner as the Codebreaker style maneuver connects. 1, 2, no! And the double knees by Dash Wilder doesn't get the job done. The modified Codebreaker was not enough to defeat Rowe. And I think Dash Wilder is in disbelief. However, Rowe is trying to fight back nonetheless with a knee to the face. And now he's staring at Scott Dawson saying, come on, I dare you. I dare you to come into this ring right now. As he stares down at Dash Wilder, Rowe trying to get some breathing room as Dash Wilder gets a knee to the face. And Rowe, here we go, the strength on display. However, the in-ring presence of Dash Wilder was just put on display. But Scott Dawson with a strike, right to Rowe before Rowe fires back with a shot of his own. And Dash Wilder looked like he was trying to crawl towards the corner, but he realizes Scott Dawson is down. He realizes that this could be a very bad sight for him as a punch to the face connects. And here we go. Death Row connects with the kick to the upper back. And the cover. 1, 2, and Scott Dawson trying to get into the ring. However, he gets in the ring at the last possible second. before a Tiger Bomb connects, and Scott Dawson now realizes it's just him and Rowe, the two men that have been feuding. As Scott Dawson goes for the cover, but Rowe gets the foot up on the bottom rope. And there you see Scott Dawson. He's pissed off, he's angry, he's stomping on the chest. These two men who have been back and forth backstage all over the arena, even having a match on the Go Home show towards this episode. Scott Dawson, got a roll-up victory on Rowe. Let's see if he can replicate that success with a win in what is now a one-on-one matchup. Okay, it's a 2-on-2 elimination, sure, but right now it is essentially a one-on-one fight. As Scott Dawson, he goes back to the well doing exactly what he knows best. Work over the legs, work over the knees. That's exactly what you need to do. Know what you're going to do. Know your strategy. It seems as though Rowe's strategy is to just punch Scott Dawson right in the head. However, Scott Dawson goes to lift him up, suplex perhaps, reverses with a knee to the top of the skull, and then a knee to the chin for good measure. This crowd on their feet as Rowe continues the pressure, continues the offense, picking him up. Goes for perhaps a suplex of his own. But he gets met with a knee to the top of the head. And now Scott Dawson immediately with the strikes, immediately trying to bring some momentum towards his way as the slap to the chest connects. Before those dirty tactics get put on display as Scott Dawson with the drop kick to the chest. And there you see Dawson taking this opportunity perhaps to heal, but also perhaps to taunt towards the crowd. However, Rowe responds with the knee to the face again. That signature knee to the face. And Rowe, here we go, building up that momentum, but Scott Dawson reverses. Reverses with the forearm strike. However, another knee to the top of the head connects. And here we go. Rowe trying to build that momentum powerbomb position. Okay, moving towards the corner. What in the hell could he have in mind? Not too sure. However, Scott Dawson gets out of it. Rowe drops him. And Scott Dawson looks to take advantage with the right hand before a leaping kick right to the face. And Scott Dawson here at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view looks to end the month-long reign of the first ever Raw Tag Team Champions. As Rowe, looks to continue it with the neckbreaker connecting. Hanson and Dash Wilder somewhere in the back watching this one, realizing they have no choice but to sit there and wait for this match to conclude. As the cover connects, 1, 2... No, but you do not hear the third connection of the referee's hand towards the mat. As Scott Dawson is thinking, what in the hell do I have to do in order to defeat Rowe? This powerhouse, this brawler. Okay, well perhaps he's going towards the legs again. If your opponent can't stand, he can't particularly compete. He can't bring in any more offense towards you, and Scott Dawson knows it. As Scott Dawson picks up Rowe, goes for a jab, connects with the back elbow, and then takes him down with the knee to the lower spine. Scott Dawson continuing the pressure on the knees, trying to think of the best way to work over Rowe some more before leading towards a victory. However, Rowe reverses, tosses him into the corner before a backhand for good measure. Okay, you can almost hear that one in the rafters as Scott Dawson, gets reversed before another signature knee. Good lord. Rowe is dishing out those knees left, right, and center throughout this entire matchup. As Rowe waits for Scott Dawson to get up, goes for a maneuver. But he counters, kicks him in the stomach before another kick, this time to the head again. These two teams, no pun intended, but are going to war here tonight for the Raw Tag Team Championships. As here we go, out of nowhere, the Death Row connects. The Death Row connects and he's screaming. Oh, it looks like he wants to do a bit more damage. It looks like he wants to hit him again with the second death row. And the cover. 1, 2, 3. And the War Raiders. I don't know how, but Rose somehow survived both Dash and Scott tonight. Hanson, surprisingly enough, the big man somehow gets eliminated. Okay, that just shows you the skills that the Revival have learned over their tenure as a tag team duo, knowing exactly how to damage your opponent in the right way. And that's exactly what they did towards Hanson early on. However, there you see Shatter Machine, and it was lights out for Hanson. But somehow, Rowe single-handedly took out both members of the Revival, getting his revenge on Scott Dawson. 1 was not enough. 2 of those death rows connected, and there you see them. They are the tag team champions, the Raw tag team champions, the War Raiders, as they just defeated the Revival. And now we move on from tag team action to women's action. It's Ronda Rousey versus Charlotte Flair, and what is set to be perhaps a dream match for the ages. Okay, Ronda Rousey's putting her SmackDown Women's Championship on the line. Let's see if she'll be leaving tonight with that strap still around her waist. Now, this feud started back at Backlash, where Charlotte made her presence known to Ronda by attacking her, going so far as to hitting a natural selection onto a solid steel chair following Ronda's defense against Sasha Banks. And as Charlotte makes her way to the ring, she knows that she has gotten under the skin of the current SmackDown Women's Champion, especially at a recent WWE event where the SmackDown Women's Champion was surprised by the appearance of this woman, Charlotte Flair. Okay, the two women shared a moment together as the tense stare down in such a public forum only added to the animosity between Charlotte and Rousey. As Charlotte stands there in the middle of the ring, she is looking to use that anger to spell defeat for Ronda Rousey. However, it's not going to be easy to defeat the SmackDown Women's Champion, as Rowdy Ronda Rousey coming out here in the black and yellow. However, the only thing that matters right now to her is the blue and white on her shoulder. The SmackDown Women's Championship, it's on the line. Both women are all around great performers, but only one can come out ahead in this one. It's Charlotte's leg-snapping figure eight versus Ronda's dismembering armbar. Okay, a lot of animosity, as I was just saying, between these two ladies. I can't wait to get into this one. It is a potential dream match. Okay, the best of the UFC's women's division versus what some might say to be the best of the WWE women's division. It's all about that, the SmackDown women's title. Okay, Charlotte, she says that she is the queen of the women's division, and as such, she should be holding that SmackDown women's title. Let's see if those claims are true. As the referee right there holds up the belt, we are getting into this one. It's Charlotte, it's Ronda, and that's the bell as it just rung. Let's go. Charlotte Flair immediately locking up Ronda Rousey here. Charlotte Flair, she was bred in order to become a tremendous professional wrestler. Okay, of course, her father, the great Ric Flair. Oh, and Charlotte, she was practically bred to become an amazing MMA competitor, taking down Charlotte Flair with the shoulder tackle. However, Charlotte responds with a slam, taking her down, tossing her across the ring before tossing her up, using the ropes to her advantage, bouncing her off the top rope. Here at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view, these two women are looking to leave here tonight with the SmackDown Women's title. However, it's not going to be an easy task for either of these two in order to defeat the other as the slap to the chest connects. However, Ronda Rousey is firing back with a few punches, and here we go into the corner. Okay, with the furious strikes there, the flurry of offense before, Charlotte Flair catches her with a German suplex, landing on the back of the head onto the mat before getting met with the knee right to the bridge of the nose. And there you see her, that signature Flair strut. As Charlotte, she's got her daddy's confidence. But something tells me Ric Flair could never do that in his heyday as the Hurricane Rana connects. But not even a 1 count. As Charlotte kicks out before Ronda Rousey immediately bringing some more punishment towards her challenger. As Charlotte rolls to the outside, but meets Ronda Rousey with a forearm shot. And then a big splash connects, taking her off her feet. And the champion's down 1, 2. No, and only a 2 count. And if you ask me, and if you ask Charlotte apparently, perhaps the referee was a bit slow to get to that count. However, he wanted to be thorough, making sure that both of her shoulders were down on the mat. However, Charlotte nonetheless continuing the offense, goes for the punch and gets met with what looked to be like a Superman forearm shot by Ronda Rousey, as Rousey is picking her up here. Speaking of legends like Ric Flair, the Piper's Pit connects on Charlotte, and the challenger is not looking too good, not one bit. Ronda Rousey, goes for the stomp, and Charlotte rolls to the outside, trying to get a bit of breathing room, trying to think of what to do now. And Ronda Rousey, she's challenging Charlotte. She's saying, come on, I dare you to get back into this one. And Charlotte Flair is saying, no, I dare you to get back to the outside of the ring. As Ronda Rousey and Charlotte battle now on the outside. Okay, slamming Charlotte into the barricade. These two women, a lot of anger between them as a slap to the chest again, over and over, before Charlotte sends Ronda right into the steel steps. But Ronda Rousey moves out of that one with a jab right to the face. Charlotte gets sent over the barricade, and the crowd watches as the Queen and Ronda Rousey are trading blows. That count of 6 by the referee. These two women might want to be thinking about getting back into that ring, as Charlotte and Ronda are competing here tonight. Of course, the championship's advantage lying in favor of Ronda Rousey, as Charlotte with the punches and the count of 9. The count of 9. And the count of 10, and these two women have just been counted out, and these two women don't even look like they care. Charlotte and Ronda, a double count out. Neither women are leaving here tonight with the win, as the champion still retaining, of course, like I was just mentioning, with those championship advantage rules. Ronda Rousey is trying to beat some sense into Charlotte, as this crowd, standing up watching the brawl, as these two women, these two future legends, battle it out amongst them, amongst the crowd. As a forearm strike connects by Ronda, and now back and forth. Here we go. Charlotte in the red looks to be spilling some red perhaps out of Ronda Rousey's body, looking to perhaps make her bleed. However, Ronda Rousey not allowing her to do so with those punches. And then a knee to the stomach. And then again into the barricade, driving her into it. As Charlotte and Ronda Rousey continue to battle over towards a bit of an empty area. And as you see there's some kendo sticks. There's even a trash can out there. Some tables. Charlotte Flair, however, grabbing the kendo stick and, oh my god, whacking it over the top of the head of Ronda Rousey. And now these two women have just turned into an all-out hardcore brawl out in the crowd. Okay, the championship No longer on the line, the match is over. But I don't think Charlotte and Ronda Rousey care. Oh, it's a chop to the chest by Ronda Rousey. And this fight is continuing right now. Oh, and a kick right to the side of the head. And Ronda Rousey now grabs the steel chair. What is this? Oh, God, goes to smash it into her. But Charlotte reverses it. Throws her into the table. And now, oh wait, what in the hell? What is this? Charlotte Flair, she's grabbing her. Suplex right on the concrete. Sets up the suplex to the table, decides against it, decides that she just wanted Ronda Rousey to feel the concrete. And now, oh wait a second. Charlotte isn't done here. Powerbomb positioning through the table. Charlotte Flair through the table. Goes Ronda Rousey. And now Charlotte, look at this, has her figure 4. And now bridging it out into the crowd with the figure 8. The figure 8 on the champion. And the champion is tapping out. Charlotte Flair just tapped out the champion. And if she only did that a few minutes ago when the match was still happening while they were in the ring, perhaps it would have mattered. However, Ronda Rousey, she's down outside. And now we have to move on to what is sure to be one hell of a brawl. Samoa Joe is taking on Shinsuke Nakamura. No championship advantage for either of these two men. It's all about pure hatred between Joe and Nakamura. As Ronda Rousey's trying to get up in the crowd. I hope she's okay following such a beatdown as these two men, Samoa Joe and Nakamura, are looking to give us another beatdown here tonight. And Samoa Joe, there you see him. A beast coming out to the ring. Okay, now what's the story with these two men? Well, of course, they have a long-standing history. No strangers to each other, not one bit. However, this feud kind of sprung back up very recently at the Backlash pay-per-view. Okay, both men competed for the Universal Championship. However, they were not alone. It was these two men and Finn Balor. As Samoa Joe, there you see, standing in the ring, okay? When it came to that triple threat match, Finn Balor took advantage of a previously Kinshasa'd Samoa Joe. Okay, picking him up with the Kinshasa and then a 1960, and after that deadly combination, how can anybody kick out? And Samoa Joe took the pinfall. And it was because of the Kinshasa by Shinsuke. Samoa Joe believes that, well, because of it, he cost him the Universal Championship. As Nakamura coming out all red here tonight, perhaps mocking him a bit. Of course, the red title, the Universal Championship, going to be defended later on with Finn Balor taking on Seth Rollins. However, that match is later. We're getting into the now as Nakamura makes his way to the ring. Samoa Joe threatened this man, Shinsuke Nakamura's own livelihood, a few weeks ago, stating that he will go so far as to shatter the bones of Nakamura in order to get his revenge, his redemption here tonight. Nakamura and Samoa Joe, these two men have had classic wars, and tonight, I don't believe it's going to be any different. It's Nakamura and Samoa Joe, a lot of history, and right now, there's going to be a lot of punishment in the squared circle. As the bell rings, let's go. It's Samoa Joe and it's Shinsuke Nakamura. Both men staring at each other now. Hopefully this match does not end similarly to the SmackDown Women's title match that we just witnessed, as Samoa Joe showing that he does have the strength advantage in this one. Shinsuke Nakamura perhaps the striking advantage. Okay, Joe, he is incredibly strong. He's incredibly massive, but he's also incredibly quick for a man his size, as a right hand connects. Or excuse me, a left hand by Samoa Joe before Nakamura now pushes Joe into the ropes. And now, oh, here we go, Nakamura with that signature. That signature maneuvering, telling Joe to come on, let's fight. Oh, God, and he gets met with a boot to the chin. And now he's telling him, this is what you get for trying to play mind games. Okay, you're trying to play around in this one. No, I'm here to kick your ass. However, Nakamura strikes back with the knee to the back of the skull before getting caught into the driver. As Samoa Joe drives Nakamura into the mat. And here we go, a slap to the chest. And now, the King of Strong style, looking to prove why he is just that with those furious strikes. As a slap to the face by Joe before an immediate punch to the head. As Nakamura gets picked up. Oh, he meets Samoa Joe with the European uppercut. However, he gets pushed down by the massive Samoa Joe. These two men, incredibly amazing when it comes to what they can do in the ring, but they're amazing in different ways, and it just makes for one hell of a fight as Samoa Joe takes down Shinsuke Nakamura. And now, oh, looking to take himself down, falling onto the stomach of Nakamura. My God, what a landing by the big man, crushing the windpipe of Shinsuke as he picks him up and tosses him into the corner. And Nakamura needing to use the ropes to get up. However, Nakamura meets him with the knees to the back as Samoa Joe strikes with the headbutt on Shinsuke. As Shinsuke Nakamura, he's battling now. The punches to the back of the head. However, he gets reversed. And Nakamura and Samoa Joe back and forth, catching each other with everything. He goes for a kick. However, he catches Samoa Joe that time. What a combination. Okay, Nakamura almost having to trick Samoa Joe in order to get that kick to the side of the head. However, oh God, once again, back and forth, catching each other's kicks before Joe catches him with a slam into the mat. Nakamura rolls to the outside, and Samoa Joe is saying, come on, get back into this ring. I dare you. Oh, and it looks like he's getting back into it all right with that forearm strike. Oh, but he gets met with another headbutt by Samoa Joe. Okay, the hard skull of the Samoan as it perhaps crashes onto the outside canvas. Okay, onto the outside padding. Samoa Joe trying to get up now, and Shinsuke Nakamura is telling Joe to get back into the ring. And now look at this, mocking Samoa Joe. And Samoa Joe is furious. Okay, just dismembering the announce table. And Shinsuke said, come on. Okay, Joe, the obvious anger written all over his face. And Nakamura is trying to use that anger towards his advantage to kick to the side of the head. And here we go with the strikes by Shinsuke Nakamura on the big man Samoa Joe. And Joe has been taken out with that combination of furious strikes before a kick to the lower back. As Shinsuke kicks him in the arm, Samoa Joe rolls over onto his stomach before getting rolled over back onto his back. As Shinsuke, oh, it seems as though he's been caught by Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe getting the elbow up. I didn't quite see it. However, I don't think Nakamura is seeing too much right now, except for the darkness behind his eyelids after being kicked right in the face. And then another kick for good measure. My God, what a sound radiating off the side of the head of Shinsuke as Samoa Joe goes for a punch. Nakamura fires back with a strike of his own. And here we go. Nakamura throws Samoa Joe towards the outside here at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view event. Okay, the referee immediately starting the count. Samoa Joe tosses Nakamura back into the ring as Nakamura, gets met once again with the headbutt. As Samoa Joe now picks up Shinsuke. He seems to have something in mind, looking to use that power advance for a suplex maneuver. However, he gets countered into, into a drop kick from the middle turnbuckle as the crowd is on their feet here tonight. Samoa Joe and Nakamura battle as Joe gets slammed there, and Nakamura showing off some strength, taking down the big man. And Joe, he's been rocked. He's on the outside, and Nakamura looks to take advantage, goes for a shot, but gets reversed, launching him into the barricade. And that did not feel good for Nakamura, I guarantee you that. And now Joe, oh God, once again, taking out his frustrations on Nakamura, this time bouncing his skull off the post, restarting the count because he just wants to deal a bit more damage to the King of Strong Style as Nakamura, oh, wait a second, Nakamura's fighting back here. Nakamura's fighting back, catching him, slamming him down. Both men hitting each other with everything they got as Nakamura with the strikes on Joe, but Joe counters with a punch to the face, and then another one goes for an elbow. The count is 7 by the ref as Shinsuke bounces Joe's head once again off the announce table. However, the count of 9. And this time it's Shinsuke Nakamura resetting the count. Okay, something tells me that they've been watching the show. They realize what happened in the match previously to this one. They don't want a repeat. These two just want to beat the hell out of each other. They want to see who really is the better man on this night as Nakamura gets launched into the announce table before Joe launches off the ground into the face of Shinsuke with that kick right to the face. The count is 6 by the ref. The crowd watching on as Joe throws Nakamura back into the ring and then joins him. Pulls him towards the middle of the ring. Goes for a cover. 1, 2. No, and Nakamura kicks out. It's not over. It's not over quite yet, as Joe is thinking, what does he have to do in order to defeat Shinsuke Nakamura? He goes to grab him. However, Joe gets countered into the King Slasher out of nowhere. The knee to the face. 1, 2, 3. Shinsuke out of nowhere, pushing him off and then running full speed into the Kinshasa. Oh my God. What a counter there by Nakamura. And here we go. Here's the replay. Bam. Okay, pushes him off. Hits him with the Kinshasa. And even though there wasn't too many highlights there, I guarantee you that this match was definitely worthy of your attention if you're just joining us. Shinsuke Nakamura. He did it. He just defeated Samoa Joe as... Wait a second. I'm being told something's happening backstage. Something's happening. No, wait a second. Kyle O'Reilly. Kyle O'Reilly attacking one of the 6 men in the Money in the Bank ladder match. As AJ Styles, he's trying to fight back here. He's trying to fight back, but he gets met with a punch to the face by Kyle. Of course, Roderick Strong in the Money in the Bank ladder match. Kyle O'Reilly, one of the members of the Undisputed Era, throwing him into the wall before meeting him with a rolling elbow. And hopefully we can get some medical attention for AJ Styles in the back. A man who's going to be competing later on tonight in the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. I don't know if he'll be 100% going into that, if he's going to be able to compete at all. However, we move on now to some tag team action, okay? That's the main event. Right now, it's about the SmackDown Tag Team titles. It's Eric Young, Killian Dane, and Alexander Wolf. They're making their way to the ring. They are the collective known as Sanity, and they are challenging the Hardy Brothers for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. Now, Eric Young, over the past few months, has been spewing descriptions of destruction and chaos, wanting to turn SmackDown into something akin to an insane asylum. Okay, he wants to wreak havoc throughout the entire SmackDown brand, and one way to do that is by winning the top championships in the tag division for Friday Night SmackDown, the tag team titles, as Eric Young, the leader, are being accompanied by Alexander Wolf and Killian Dane. Ever since WrestleMania, Sanity have acted like this looming, eerie presence on SmackDown. And a win over the Hardys tonight could lead to disaster for the SmackDown Tag Team division, and that's exactly what they want. They want a disastrous effect on the SmackDown Tag division to take place at the hands of Sanity. Now, of course, these three men have had a few bits of success over their tenure in WWE. Of course, former tag team champions. Eric Young, a former winner of the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, and tonight they're looking to regain the tag titles as the Hardy Boys are going to be making their way to the ring. The Hardy Boys were attacked by Sanity a few weeks ago after losing to them in a tag team match on SmackDown. And you know what Eric Young did as Killian Dane and Alexander Wolf beat down the Hardy Boys? Well, Eric Young, he just spewed his own destruction, his descriptions of chaos towards the crowd, not even paying attention to the fact that Wolf and Dane were beating the hell out of these two men. Okay, that's just how used Eric Young is to chaos in his life, as Matt Hardy, the broken one, the woken one, the enlightened one, is coming into this one perhaps not 100%. Okay, on the go-home show to Money in the Bank, he was attacked backstage on SmackDown by Killian Dane by the instruction of the leader, Eric Young. And tonight, let's see if that lack of help will lead towards a victory for Sanity. As there you see Jeff and Matt handing over the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. Those are what it's all about when it comes down to brass tacks, ladies and gentlemen. It's Alexander Wolf kicking it off with Matt Hardy. And, oh, right out of the gate, Matt Hardy with the leaping DDT, typically starting the match off with a chorus of delete chants, okay, leading the charge. However, he decided to wait a bit before spewing out, oh, the delete chants, as the crowd are all behind the Hardy Boys here. Alexander Wolf gets thrown into the corner as Matt and Jeff, tag team veterans in this business, looking to bring on some destruction with some vintage Hardy Boys action. With the running hip attack, using Matt Hardy as a bit of a trampoline, however, only a 1 count by the referee, not even a 1 count, as Alexander Wolf goes to grab Jeff Hardy, but no, Jeff Hardy reverses, kicks him in the leg. However, Alexander Wolf fires back, pushing his hand towards the side before putting his own hand into the jaw of Jeff Hardy with that uppercut. Oh, is Jeff Hardy there? Punches him again, this time into the stomach of Alexander Wolf. Okay, Alexander Wolf not looking too good. Jeff and Matt realize perhaps that Wolf, I'm not going to say he's particularly the weaker two of Sanity. However, Matt and Jeff know that it is probably a lot easier to pin Alexander Wolf when compared to a man of such strength and power as Killian Dane, as Alexander Wolf makes the tag to Killian Dane, and Killian Dane, oh god, oh, we've seen this before. Here we go, that power and strength on display as the big man Killian Dane connects with a power bomb. Oh, but Matt Hardy, he's trying to fight back here. He's trying to fight back against the big man. However, he can't seem to take him down no matter how many strikes He lands all over the body of Dane, and Dane fires back with a few strikes of his own on Matt Hardy. As he, went to go throw him over the ring, but decided against it. Okay, the unpredictable nature of Sanity on full display there. You think he's going to do one thing, he decides to do something else as Killian Dane, the big man, has Matt Hardy up and then, oh my god, just tosses him down into the mat with pure frustration all over his face as an elbow connects, and Matt Hardy, not a man to typically fly, and that's why, misses before Killian Dane, oh my god, with a power bomb before immediately following up with the elbow. But Matt Hardy nonetheless makes the hot tag, and Jeff looks to take advantage, and oh god, wait a second. With the slap to the chest following the clothesline. And he goes after Alexander Wolf. However, Killian Dane goes to grab Jeff Hardy following Wolf's clothesline. However, Jeff Hardy, he fires back with the drop kick to the knee. And he's trying to bring on a flurry of offense that could perhaps gain him a victory right now. As the crowd, ladies and gentlemen, are watching, Matt Hardy walks into the ring. And Killian Dane and Alexander Wolf now on the other side of it. And wait a second. Here we go. Matt Hardy, Alexander Wolf, Killian Dane, and Jeff Hardy. Only 2 of these men are legally allowed to be in it. However, the referee allowing them to compete right now. All 4 men in the ring as, Killian Dane brings down Jeff Hardy with a huge slam. However, Jeff is rolling to the outside. And Matt Hardy, he's all alone now inside the ring. Killian Dane walks over, attacking Matt Hardy now, but Jeff Hardy gets up on the outside, and Killian Dane continuing the strikes as Jeff runs back in, throws Alexander Wolf into the corner as Killian Dane and Matt Hardy now fighting on the other side. What in the hell do they have in mind? Jeff Hardy now, Frankensteiner off the top on Alexander before Killian Dane slams Matt Hardy with the superplex. And the crowd are on their feet. Before Killian, however, the legal man alongside Jeff Hardy. As Killian crushes him there, Jeff Hardy not looking too good right now. And Dane, he stares at Jeff thinking what to do next. And Killian now, oh god, here we go. Looking for that Ulster plantation as he plants Jeff into the mat. And he does it. Killian Dane has done it. Sanity have just won the tag team titles. Sure, we saw some vintage Hardy Boys action, but in the end, the size advantage of Killian Dane proving to be the deciding factor, the power on display. And look at this. Jeff Hardy, Frankensteiner. Killian Dane, however, responds with a superplex on Matt. And as Alexander Wolf and Matt Hardy were both taken out, Killian Dane took advantage, slamming Jeff Hardy into the mat. And there you see, Sanity, Eric Young, Killian Dane, and Alexander Wolf are your new SmackDown Tag Team Champions. And ladies and gentlemen, it seems as though the SmackDown Tag Team division has gotten a whole lot more crazy as Adam Cole, the United States Champion, is looking to keep his title and not fall under the same fate as the Hardy Boys. It's Adam Cole versus Roman Reigns. But there's an added stipulation to this one. Adam Cole, he's coming out here defending his U.S. title without the help of Roderick Strong, Kyle O'Reilly, or Bobby Fish. The Undisputed Era have been banned from ringside, but it seems as though they haven't been banned from the building, as we saw earlier. AJ Styles being attacked by Killian Dane. I'm being told that he is seeking medical treatment. However, it is still unsure if he is going to be able to compete in the Money in the Bank ladder match. But that's for later. Right now, it's Roman Reigns making his way to the ring. Okay, Roman Reigns got his first shot at the U.S. title back at Backlash after returning at WrestleMania and winning the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. However, Roman Reigns was unsuccessful in gaining the championship. Okay, Roman Reigns, during his last encounter with Adam Cole, was practically having to go 1-on-4. And that's all because the rest of the Undisputed Era were alongside Adam Cole during the match. Okay, they were at ringside throughout the entire thing, and Roman Reigns every now and then had to look out towards them, and they had to pay attention to them. Okay, they would keep distracting Roman Reigns. And Roman Reigns, he was not 100% in the match. He wasn't 100% focused on Adam Cole. And Roman Reigns believes that that distraction by the Undisputed Era led to a loss for the big dog. However, Roman Reigns, he does not want to replicate history right now here at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. Roman Reigns is looking to leave here tonight, just like Sanity, as a new champion. However, that is definitely not going to be an easy task, as the Undisputed Era's Adam Cole is not an easy man to beat. Of course, defeating the likes of Kurt Angle, of Dolph Ziggler, and of course, the likes of Roman Reigns throughout his entire tenure as the United States champion. Okay, Adam Cole has been on one hell of a run lately. Will that run as United States champion end here tonight? Or will Adam Cole once again prevail and defeat Roman Reigns? Okay, Adam Cole coming out here tonight alone. Okay, no Undisputed Era. This is simply a one-on-one encounter between two of the greats on Monday Night Raw. Boom. Adam Cole, Roman Reigns, the Undisputed Era are no longer a factor. And will Adam Cole Bay be able to keep that championship? Okay, will Adam Cole be able to defeat Roman Reigns, or will the lack of Kyle O'Reilly, Bobby Fish, and Roderick Strong at ringside prove to be his downfall? We're going to find that out very, very shortly. It's all about one of the top prizes in WWE today. It's all about the United States Championship, one of the top prizes in the world. These two world-class athletes are ready for a fight. It's Roman Reigns, the big dog, versus the United States champion, Adam Cole, baby. Let's go. The bell has rung, and Adam Cole immediately doing what he does best, which is act pretty cowardly as he runs to the outside the moment the match starts. Okay, perhaps trying to anger Roman Reigns right now. Count of 3 by the ref. Roman Reigns staring down at Adam Cole. And Adam Cole blowing a kiss towards Roman Reigns for a good measure. On the count of 5 by the ref. Adam Cole talking smack towards Roman Reigns as he stands outside the ring. The count continuing. He hasn't entered the ring. And wait a second. It looks like he might be trying to run away as Roman Reigns is running towards him. Grabs him here, powerbomb position. Okay, runs towards him. Oh, and slams him down with the powerbomb on the ramp. Oh my God, Adam Cole. Realizing that the failed escape might come back to bite him as Roman Reigns is finally getting his hands on Adam Cole. And as you may notice, both men are outside the ring and the Undisputed Era are no longer a factor. Okay, unlike their match at Backlash, if both men went outside the ring, or if at least Roman Reigns went outside the ring, he would be feeling the punishment by the Undisputed Era. As Adam Cole now taunting Roman Reigns, saying, hey, now I'm the man in the ring. Why don't you come and get me? And that's exactly what Roman Reigns is going to be doing, or perhaps not, as Adam Cole, once again, runs to the outside. Okay, this cocky son of a bitch, however, oh God, Roman Reigns looking to meet Adam Cole, and Adam Cole runs into the ring, but now Roman Reigns meets him there, and he's getting his hands, and here we go. Okay, he's getting his hands on him here. Adam Cole feeling the fists of Roman Reigns as the clothesline in the corner. And then, and another clothesline for good measure, taking down the U.S. champion. As now Roman Reigns, stomps on Adam Cole. Okay, Adam Cole, very cocky individual, very arrogant man. Coming out here tonight, also showing that he has a bit of the cowardly lion in him. As Adam Cole gets thrown into the corner, Roman Reigns goes for a punch. Adam Cole reverses and immediately grabbing him here. Kick to the face. What a super kick. Okay, Roman Reigns not being able to block the shot, so he just got a face full of Adam Cole's boot. And there you see Cole immediately taking advantage to stroke his own ego as Roman Reigns fires back with an uppercut here, okay? A very brawl-like fighter is Roman Reigns. Okay, Roman Reigns, he comes into the ring. He quite literally lets his fists do the talking. As Adam Cole throws Roman Reigns towards the outside. But Roman Reigns fires back with a forearm shot, and Roman Reigns, he comes back in immediately saying, "Nuh-uh. Okay, we're not going to have any more escapes from this destructive nature of what is going to perhaps be one of the best matches here tonight, judging by these two men." As now, he goes for a drop kick, miss. Okay, he gets countered by Roman Reigns as Reigns, wait a second, he could be looking to end that matchup already with the spear driving through Adam Cole and Roman Reigns with what a mighty spear by Reigns. And the big dog, he's not going for the cover. Roman Reigns kicks him in the back, and it seems as though he's telling himself, "Nah, okay, you ain't getting away that easily." After all the attacks, all the punishment between the two men over the past few months, Roman Reigns, he wants to do a bit more damage perhaps. However, Adam Cole trying to outsmart Roman Reigns, grabbing the arm before hitting him with the elbow. As another elbow connects and another one, and Adam Cole, following a devastating spear, is trying to get into this one. However, Adam Cole goes for the kick, bounces off the ropes, goes for a kick and a miss again. However, he hits him that time with the punch to the back of the head. Bounces Roman Reigns off the ropes, now grabs him into a neck breaker. And now Adam Cole, after that flurry of maneuvering by Cole, is looking to do a bit more damage. And here we go. Connects with a, I guess you would describe as a bit of a pile driver style maneuver. As Adam Cole now picks him up. With a brainbuster maneuver. Okay, landing on his knee. 1, 2. No, but only a 2 count. As Adam Cole drops Roman Reigns on the top of his head. However, Roman Reigns, he's still fighting, and what a mighty punch by Roman Reigns. And Adam Cole now, he's not looking too good. However, Roman Reigns pushes Adam Cole down to the ground. With a Superman punch out of nowhere. And Reigns is fired up. And perhaps he could be going for a second spear, the spear that could end it all. As Adam Cole turns around. But counters. He counters Roman Reigns into a DDT. Jake the Snake Roberts-esque. However, nonetheless, these two men are still fighting. Roman Reigns, even following that DDT, is still fighting. However, he gets met with the fist to the face by Adam Cole as Reigns pushes Adam Cole's elbow down. And now here we go, back and forth between these two men, back and forth strikes. And Reigns now goes for another punch. Adam Cole reverses with the kicks. Okay, going after the midsection, going after the head. Okay, trying to mix up his attacks as Roman now with the punches right to the head. However, Adam Cole reverses, pushes him into the corner, and Cole, now the United States champion, kicks him in the knee. And here we go, Panama Sunrise connects. connects, dropping him on his head. And it could be over. Adam Cole. Wait a second. He's staring down at Roman Reigns. What in the hell does he have in mind? Okay, he's wanting to do a bit more punishment. Kicks him in the knee. Last shot connects, and that might just be the last shot. 1, 2, 3. Adam Cole here tonight, retaining the United States Championship. However, following the first spear by Roman Reigns, perhaps this could have ended completely differently if Reigns just went for the pin following said spear. However, Adam Cole, he healed up, he continued the momentum, continued the pressure, hitting him with the Panama Sunrise, and then thinking to himself that that might not be enough to take down the big dog. And then, bam, there you see it. The last shot connecting. And Adam Cole has retained it. Adam Cole, the leader of the Undisputed Era, is leaving here tonight once again the United States Champion at Money in the Bank. And now we move on from one Raw Championship to another, the United States title towards the Universal title. It's Finn Balor, the leader of the club and the Universal Champion, as he is set to take on Seth Rollins. Okay, now some might say this match feels a bit last minute, and even though you aren't wrong in your opinion on that, I will say Seth Rollins damn well earned this shot at the Universal Championship on the go-home show to Money in the Bank. And he's looking to do just that, ladies and gentlemen. The crowd in attendance, all screaming out, burn it down, and Seth Rollins is looking to burn down the reign of Finn Balor as Universal Champion here tonight. Okay, it's Raw's main event matchup. Seth Rollins is taking on Finn Balor in what some might call a dream match scenario. However, both men have to be thinking about the consequences of our main event matchup. Of course, the ever-looming Money in the Bank ladder match. One of 6 men could be thinking about cashing in on one of these 2 men in the next few weeks. However, we're going to find out exactly which one of these 2 will be leaving here tonight as the Universal Champion. Seth Rollins, a man who had to battle both Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson on the go-home show in a bit of a gauntlet match in order to earn a spot here tonight at Money in the Bank. Okay, he's coming into this one perhaps not 100% because, of course, he had to battle both of those 2, but also he took a catastrophic 19-16 by Finn Balor to close out the show. So, Seth Rollins is coming into this one, and he has to be thinking, is he really 100%? Well, he's just gonna have to be, as Seth is taking on the Universal Champion. And speaking of Gallows and Anderson, look who's behind him. The leader of the club is coming out here with this pack of dogs, Gallows and Anderson. Finn Balor is making his way to the ring. Okay, he created that Universal Championship on the night following WrestleMania. Finn Balor, okay, he created the title believing in himself to be the best in the universe. Not just the best in the world, best in the universe. Okay, he's that cocky, he's that arrogant that he just had to give himself that much more of a leg up in terms of the rankings. Okay, Finn Balor creating the red strap, the championship, and tonight he's gonna be defending it just like he did at Backlash against 2 beasts, Shinsuke Nakamura and Samoa Joe. Finn Balor, he defeated both of those men. He also defeated Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania. Okay, 3 men who are incredibly difficult to defeat. This man did it. This man did it. Finn Balor, tonight, he's going to have to do it again But now he's going to have to defeat Seth Rollins, okay? Both men are coming in this one with head-shattering finishing moves. But which one will end the match? Will it be Finn Balor's 1916 or Seth Rollins' curb stomp? We're going to find that out in just a few moments as the crowd all watching. They're on their feet for what could be a 5-star, no wait, 6-star classic. It's the Universal Championship on the line. Finn Balor, he's looking to retain the belt that he created against that man, the man in the white and gold, Seth Rollins. Okay, and he's looking to add a bit of red to that ensemble. Tonight, it's Rollins, it's Finn, and it's happening right now. Let's go. The bell has rung. Both men are looking here tonight to win as Seth Rollins and Finn Balor stare each other down. However, Seth, cautious of Gallows and Anderson, staring down at them saying, hey, come on. Okay, I'll take all three of you on. I don't give a damn. But it seems as though Finn Balor is reassuring him that it is a one-on-one matchup. Okay, he's saying they're just kind of here to watch as Finn Balor, is looking to give them a show as they watch Seth Rollins as he gets slammed down stomach first. However, Rollins, he counters. He goes behind Finn, catching him, slamming him down before heading into a headlock. As we seem to be in a bit of a feeling out process here in the opening moments of our matchup. Finn Balor, okay, grabbing the wrist with excellent control by the Universal Champion. Okay, trying to get the early advantage, working over the arm of Seth Rollins. Both men trying to think, trying to strategize, trying to figure out exactly what to do in order to defeat the other one, trying to find each other's weak points as Seth Rollins has Finn Balor in a headlock. However, Balor, he fights back, pushing him off the ropes before hitting him with a drop kick. And the Universal Champion now goes to stomp away. However, he gets met with the knee by Seth Rollins. And Rollins goes for a slap, but no, Finn Balor reverses. And now here we go. Finn Balor looking to continue the pressure. However, both men back and forth, goes for an enziguri reversal. But Seth Rollins does hit the kick to the stomach. And then he hits the springboard DDT. And Finn rolls to the outside and immediately Seth Rollins with the suicide diving. Gallows immediately getting all up in his face for it. As Rollins runs back into the ring, Finn Balor, he's trying to get up and the Universal Champion turns around. And he gets met once again by a flying challenger by Seth Rollins. And Rollins, he's feeling it here tonight, immediately having the upper hand in this one as Balor enters the ring again, thinking what to do right now here at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. Seth Rollins, he's saying, come on, hit me. And that's exactly what he did. Finn Balor with the furious strikes there. The flurry of offense by the champion. And now with the elbows, the forearms over and over again before launching himself over the top rope along with the challenger. Okay, both men flying all around the ring and all around the outside of the ring. As Rollins, gets met again by a flying WWE Universal Champion. As the count of one by the ref, as Finn Balor deciding to throw Seth back into the ring here tonight. What does he have in mind? Pulls him up into the drop kick right to the face. And now the cover. 1, 2. No, and only a 2 count there by Finn Balor on Seth Rollins as Rollins gets the shoulder up. He ain't gonna give up that easily as Balor throws Rollins into the corner. Goes to run and perhaps slap him in the chest. However, he goes for a forearm there, does Seth Rollins, but Rollins gets pushed off before Balor gets pushed off. There are moves out of the way, I should say, does Seth Rollins, catching him. Goes for the wheel kick, but no, misses. And then a punch right to the abdomen by Seth. Very back and forth thus far between two of the best on Raw, or perhaps even two of the best in WWE as a whole, as now back and forth with the forearms. Neither man able to get the other man down, as Finn Balor blocks the rolling forearm and then catches him with a forearm to the face before getting caught with the kick to the stomach and the enziguri by Seth Rollins. As Finn Balor connects with the sling blade, but Rollins gets up immediately into a sling blade of his own. Incredibly back and forth between these two men, as Rollins and Balor both battling through the pain that these two men are causing towards one another, as Finn tosses Seth into the corner, runs into the chop, and then, oh my god, it's so brutal every time. And the cover there. 1, 2. But Seth Rollins gets the rope break. His foot is on the bottom rope, and Finn Balor, following such a brutal kick to the side of the head, perhaps thinking that could have been it. However, Finn throws Rollins into the corner once again. Slap to the chest. Okay, that's going to leave some scars. Okay, a handprint all over Seth Rollins' chest. Okay, it's going to be turning red any moment now as Balor, gets met with the running forearm shot by Seth. And Seth, what is this? Connecting! Oh my god! I don't know if that's exactly how he wanted to land, but that's how he did it. Okay, the Phoenix Splash landing on the back. 2. No, and only a 2 count, landing on the back of Finn Balor. But Balor, he's trying to get up, and he does. Rollins turns around. Balor goes for the forearm strike. And once again, Balor gets countered. And Rollins, he picks him up. And throws him into the corner there. Gallows and Anderson watch as Balor might be in a lot of pain. However, 1916 connects. 1916, 1, 2. Oh my god, and he kicks out. We haven't seen anybody kick out of the 1916 in quite some time. It's usually a match ender, and Finn Balor is staring at the referee. He can't freaking believe it, and neither can I. As Balor watches Seth gets up. He kicked out of the 1916, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know how he possibly did it, but Finn Balor is making him pay for it. Bounces his head off the middle turnbuckle. 1, 2. And again, he gets the shoulder up. How in the hell is this match continuing? And Finn Balor is staring at the referee. He can't freaking believe it. Neither can anybody in attendance as Rollins gets up. Finn Balor grabs the arm, trying to deal a bit more damage. However, he gets met with the elbow to the side of the head. And Rollins now. Curb stomp connects. We have a new champion in the cover. 1, 2. No, and he kicks out. Oh my god. How in the hell are these two men still going? Kicking out of the 1916, then kicking out of the curb stomp as he goes to kick him in the stomach, but Balor reverses. Balor now continuing the pressure, tosses him across the ring, grabbing him into a suplex, catching the arm as Rollins rolls to the outside, and Finn Balor now bouncing off the ropes, saying, "Get back into this ring, I ain't finished with you just yet, goddammit." And that's exactly what Rollins is going to do. And these two men look to square off once again. Both men, how are they still fighting? I have no idea. As the forearms connect by the champion, Rollins and Balor barely standing. As you see, Finn Balor drops to a knee. But he meets Seth Rollins with a boot to the midsection. As now back and forth forearm shots. I don't know what it's gonna take for either of these two men to get the victory. As a chop to the chest connects. But Finn Balor in response with a kick to the leg. 1916 again! And Finn, He stares down at Seth. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, he's feeling fired up. He wants to do a bit more damage. Okay, we saw this between Roman Reigns and Adam Cole. Roman Reigns went for the spear. However, it ended up becoming his downfall. Finn Balor, however, he just wants to do so much more punishment to Seth Rollins. Okay, that's now two 1916s that Seth just took as Finn tosses Rollins into the corner. Both men exhausted. I don't even know how Seth Rollins is standing right now. Balor props him up. And he runs into it there. The drop kick into the corner. As Rollins gets picked up by Balor. And Balor with a third 1916. And the cover. 1, 2, 3. My God. These two men just went to war. What back and forth action we just witnessed. However, in the end, it was Finn Balor. Okay, he hit the 1916. Seth Rollins kicked out, and I don't believe anybody could believe it. Here, let's take a look at this again. Bam! Landing hard onto the back of the head of Finn Balor. That did not look pretty. However, it didn't have to look pretty. It had to look effective, but it just wasn't effective enough. First 1916, Finn Balor realizes that that wasn't it. Seth Rollins kicked out of the 1916 out of nowhere, hit the curb stomp, but then it was Finn Balor that kicked out of Rollins' curb stomp. Both men kicking out of each other's massive finishing maneuvers. But in the end, it's Finn Balor, okay, hitting a trifecta of 1916s to make sure Rollins could not get up, and he doesn't. The Universal Champion, Finn Balor, proving why he is just that. However, we move on from the Universal Championship over on Monday Night Raw to the WWE title from Friday Night SmackDown. It's EC3 versus Drew McIntyre. And this one, ladies and gentlemen, is very personal. And not only that, it's also a Falls Count Anywhere matchup. Okay, both men getting a double count out at the Backlash pay-per-view. Tonight, only one of these two men will be leaving with the WWE Championship. Okay, it's a Falls Count Anywhere matchup. The rules are simple. There are no rules. No disqualification, no count out. And Drew McIntyre, all he wants is to get his hands on EC3 in this Falls Count Anywhere match. There's no escape for EC3. He's the top 1%er. He's the top guy on SmackDown. And Drew McIntyre is looking to take that spot. Okay, now how did we get here? Well, conveniently, it all started about a year ago at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. EC3 shocking the world, winning the Money in the Bank ladder match. Okay, he grabbed the briefcase, he tore it down, and then in the end, EC3 was Mr. Money in the Bank, and he held that for quite a while. Okay, he bought his time. He waited and waited and waited for the perfect opportunity. And of course, to him, what better opportunity than WrestleMania? Okay, and at WrestleMania, it was Drew McIntyre versus AJ Styles. And it was all for that right there, the WWE title. And you know what happened? Drew McIntyre, he finally did it. For the first time in his career, he gained the WWE Championship. And oh, look at that. Just to add more insult to injury, we've seen those mind games before by EC3, showing the world, hey, look at that WWE logo. I'm the WWE Champion. However, as I was saying, to get back into the history of this one, okay, EC3 cashing in the Money in the Bank briefcase following Drew McIntyre's first ever WWE Championship reign. Okay, he held that belt for about 5 minutes before EC3 took the belt from him following a brutal match between two of the best professional wrestlers in the company today, AJ Styles and Drew McIntyre. And now Drew McIntyre, he wants his revenge. He tried to get his revenge at Backlash. He tried to gain back his WWE title. EC3, however, he ran to the outside. Drew McIntyre tried to join him, but EC3 nonetheless fought back until the count of 10 by the referee was achieved, a double count out, and thus EC3 once again left with that belt that's wrapped around his waist. Tonight, there is no escape. Tonight is a Falls Count Anywhere matchup as EC3 here tonight is looking to use every weapon in his arsenal to get the job done. I don't know if that's going to be possible, though, against the Scottish psychopath known as Drew McIntyre. But in the end, it's all about that. It's the WWE Championship. Okay? What a legacy that title has. All of the greats have held that belt, and tonight, we're going to see which one of these two greats will be leaving with the WWE title. Now, something interesting that happened on the Go Home Show 2 this episode on SmackDown was that EC3 suffered his first ever real loss. Okay, his first ever loss to Johnny Gargano. He was not ready for a match. Okay, he looked to have somebody else fight for him, Baron Corbin. However, oh, wait a second, he runs out to the ring. However, EC3, he had to fight Johnny Gargano. He wasn't prepared for it. So in the end, Drew McIntyre, ladies and gentlemen, can come into this one and say that EC3 is defeatable. Okay, EC3 suffering his first loss. However, he throws Drew McIntyre into the steel post as these two men in the Falls Count Anywhere rules are immediately on the outside battering each other here. Okay, this is SmackDown's main event matchup. Following this, it's the final match of the evening, the Money in the Bank ladder match. The men's Money in the Bank ladder match as these two men are beating the hell out of each other. Drew McIntyre looking to finally get his revenge against the pompous EC3 as those heavy left hand hooks connect right on the face of the champion. As now Drew McIntyre, here we go, introducing the first weapon of the match. Steel chair right to the face of EC3. Okay, the solid steel connecting on EC3, and McIntyre picks him up. Goes for a slam, but reversed. He was countered by EC3 as EC3 picks up the steel chair and uses it on Drew. And now once again, just battering him with that steel chair. And EC3 now is thinking of what to do here tonight. Wait a second, he's setting up that announce table. Okay, we saw earlier tonight Samoa Joe setting up that announce table. However, he did not get to use it. EC3 looking to use it here tonight. However, Drew McIntyre deciding not to allow him the chance to do so, tossing him into these steel steps. As Drew McIntyre now grabbing the table before EC3 runs in. Goes for a cutter style maneuver. He gets countered before McIntyre tosses EC3 back into the ring. Of course, Falls Count Anywhere rules. Okay, they still can compete inside the ring, even though these two men have kind of proved that statement to be untrue for the past few moments. Okay, battling outside the ring. However, EC3 now grabs the steel chair as they both enter the ring once again. As the top 1%. Okay, the multi-millionaire EC3 slams a steel chair into the back of the skull of Drew McIntyre as he sets up the table, and McIntyre now goes for a punch. But he gets countered with a punch by EC3. However, these two men back and forth now. Drew McIntyre looks to finally have his championship correlation right now, and it could come at the expense of this table as the powerbomb connects through the table. He goes for the cover. 1, 2, No, but he gets the shoulder up somehow, some way. As McIntyre is looking down at EC3 saying, fine, you're not going to make this easy on yourself. I'm just going to beat the hell out of you, as a jumping clothesline connects by McIntyre. Okay, first table break of the match. Something tells me it won't be the last, as these two men are looking to pummel each other. However, EC3 once again catching him, slamming him face first into the mat. Or perhaps even into a bit of the table, as you just saw. Okay, the wood piece is still there, but McIntyre there uses his strength to counter the Irish whip into a belly-to-belly before Irish whipping EC3 in his own right towards the outside, grabbing the steel chair. And the WWE champion ain't looking too good right now, as the chair collides with the chest of the champion. And McIntyre, here we go. He looks to want to bring some more punishment towards the champion, bouncing his head off the barricade, and then again for good measure. And again, just throwing him into the barricade over and over now before dropping him onto it again. And EC3 just collapses to the ground on the outside. And now Drew, once again, brings EC3 towards those announce tables. Okay, the Spanish announce team, as you see right there, stares at McIntyre and EC3 before EC3 looks to get so slammed into the table right there. As now McIntyre grabs EC3, throws him into the table. What does he have in mind? And wait a second. Wait a second! What the hell? Oh, slams down Drew! Who the hell is that? Well, a figure has just appeared from the outside, from outside the confines of the event. Okay, hopefully no more fans come in, but I don't know who the hell this is, but Drew McIntyre isn't looking so good, and neither is that announce table. EC3 just watching as McIntyre, oh my god, gets a powerbomb through the announce table. What in the hell is going on? The crowd chanting, this is awesome, but who the hell is that underneath the hood? Who the hell is that? And what in the hell? That's Jackson Riker. Okay, an incredibly powerful competitor in his own right. He's made his name on the indies, but I don't know what he's doing here. EC3 just watching as Jackson Riker goes for that choke slam powerbomb on Drew and the cover. 1, 2, 3, and he does it. Jackson Riker coming out from the crowd and attacking Drew McIntyre, and EC3 just allowing him to do so. There's the chokeslam powerbomb followed by another powerbomb through the table, and oh my god, the back of his head bouncing off of the other announce table. And then Jackson Riker, there you see him, clear as day. Okay, taking the hood off, showing himself to the world before showing his allegiance towards the retaining EC3. He's the WWE champion, and he just, I guess he just hired the services of Jackson Riker. I mean, it isn't unlike him to do such a thing. EC3, he's still your WWE champion. And it's all because of the help of Jackson Riker. However, even though Jackson Riker just helped EC3, we move on now to our men's Money in the Bank ladder match. There you see the 6 participants looking to take home the briefcase in our main event. And also, due to the attack earlier in the evening, AJ Styles, I've been told, is not gonna be fit to compete. No, wait a second, not again. Not again. Bobby Fish going after the recently returning Sheamus, another man who was destined to fight in this Money in the Bank ladder match. Bobby Fish now going after Sheamus here. Oh, come on, this is ridiculous. This is just plain old ridiculous now. Of course, Roderick Strong, a member of the Undisputed Era, also gonna be competing in that Money in the Bank ladder match in just a few short moments. Oh, but Sheamus gets suplexed through the table. And Bobby Fish picks up Sheamus. Sheamus, oh God, onto the concrete floor. Sheamus recently returning. I don't know if he's going to be able to compete, quite like AJ Styles, who I've been told might not be able to compete. I don't know if...
WWE Universe! Don't you dare be sour! Clap for your longest reigning tag champs and feel the power! It's a new day, yes it is!
What? Well, New Day's Big E making his way to the ring. Okay, he was good enough, I guess, to not be attacked by the Undisputed Era. Okay, he is coming out here. He's still fit to compete. Okay, he's dancing his way to the ring. Don't know what that's all about. Okay, but Sheamus and AJ Styles, I think they've just been taken out of the matchup before the match has even started. This Money in the Bank ladder match, I think, just turned into a fatal four-way ladder match as Big E stands in the ring waiting for the next opponent. And that man right there, Daniel Bryan, is just that. Daniel Bryan, the leader of the Yes Movement. The crowd chanting alongside him, losing at WrestleMania to the aforementioned Finn Balor that I mentioned previously a few matches ago. Okay, Daniel Bryan, ever since then, he has felt completely let down. He feels as though he's let down the WWE Universe. Okay, the first SmackDown episode following that loss at WrestleMania, everybody, they pointed up to the sky, but you did not hear a single yes chant alongside Daniel Bryan, and it was heartbreaking to watch. But I guess ever since then, Daniel Bryan has somehow got back under the skin of the WWE fans, because they are all rooting for him, okay? After being injured by Kevin Owens, after then losing to Kevin Owens, Daniel Bryan, he's looking for a win, but so is everybody else in this match, like this man, Tommaso Ciampa. You want to talk about WrestleMania? This guy has had a hell of a career ever since WrestleMania. First off, ending his long-standing rivalry with Johnny Gargano in a Hell in a Cell match with a victory. Okay, Tommaso Ciampa defeats Johnny Gargano, and then, of course, at Holiday Havoc just a few weeks back, Tommaso Ciampa then defeated him again in a no-holds-barred style environment. Tommaso Ciampa, he's been on a tear, and he's looking to continue that tear by tearing apart each and every other man in this matchup before climbing the ladder and retrieving the Money in the Bank briefcase. However, that's not going to be easy, as you already seen. Daniel Bryan, one of the best. Big E, one of the most underrated performers in WWE. Okay, he's a part of the New Day, and he's known as a faction guy. However, when it comes to what he can do in the ring, it's unbelievable. The power he has is practically unmatched by anybody his size and stature. Okay, he's like a giant muscle. But then we get to this man, the Undisputed Era's Roderick Strong. As Strong makes his way to the ring here tonight, he knows that it's all because of him. All because of him and Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish and the Undisputed Era and the guys who try to shock the system, who have just done that. They have shocked this match to its very core, as It seems as though Sheamus and AJ Styles, because of this man and because of the Undisputed Era, are not going to be able to compete in this Money in the Bank ladder match. If they can compete, well, something tells me that they're going to have a target on that man, Roderick Strong. However, it's very unlikely. Okay, AJ Styles earlier on, he might be perhaps a bit more healed up. Okay, but I don't know if he's 100% at all. However, you have to be thinking about Sheamus, who this must be heartbreaking for, okay? Being injured by Brock Lesnar all those months ago, returning and defeating Kofi Kingston in a shocking return. It was a back and forth match. However, Sheamus, okay, he got the ring rust out of his system, defeating Kofi Kingston. And now, seems as though the crowd chanting New Day rocks. Okay, they are all in on Big E. But will he be able to defeat these three men here tonight? It seems as though it's only those four men in the matchup. And here we go, Tommaso Ciampa with a punch to the face as Daniel Bryan and Roderick Strong seem to be squaring off. Tommaso Ciampa and Big E are battling now as Daniel Bryan works over Roderick Strong. Tommaso Ciampa moves to the outside here in our main event matchup of the evening. It's the ladder match, the Money in the Bank ladder match. So the winner of this one will gain a guaranteed opportunity at, any top prize they want. Either the WWE or Universal Championship. Okay, and it doesn't even have to be specific to your brand. Okay, if Daniel Bryan, a man from SmackDown, wanted to, cash in on the current champion Finn Balor from Monday Night Raw, he can do that. As you can see, these four men have just started, brutalizing each other as Big E and Ciampa are on the outside. And as I was saying, of course, the Money in the Bank briefcase, practically holds your destiny to becoming a champion, a top champion in WWE, as Ciampa now beats the hell out of Big E, and Bryan and Strong are battling in the ring. And I wouldn't mind seeing these two men battle in just a regular singles competition. Before Roderick Strong with the running clothesline, following the back elbows, following the strikes. Tommaso Ciampa on the outside seems to be getting something from underneath the ring, and there it is. He gains the ladder before hitting Big E over the head with the solid steel as Daniel Bryan, launches himself to the outside with the running dropkick as Ciampa is now taking the ladder, and it seems as though he realizes he's the only man in the ring. Tommaso Ciampa perhaps about to steal the Money in the Bank briefcase. Okay, he's looking down at Daniel Bryan, who's distracted by Strong. However, here we go. Daniel Bryan realizes the situation that we are in as he's going after Tommaso Ciampa with the furious rights right to the stomach of Tommaso Ciampa here in this Money in the Bank ladder match. And the punches between the two men as they go back and forth on top of the ladder. Here we go. Ciampa and Bryan. Back and forth strikes as Big E seems to be entering the ring now. And oh God, Big E, what the sheer strength! Throws the ladder down, and Ciampa and Bryan have just been consequently taken out of this matchup, perhaps, as Big E using his strength to throw Ciampa to the outside. The power on display before Roderick Strong puts the ladder down on the outside, and it seems as though Strong and Big E now sharing the squared circle. Before Roderick Strong leaps into the clothesline. As now, Big E, God, no, my God! Big E's skull being crushed between the rungs of the ladder, and Roderick Strong's knee, as now he goes for a cutter. But Big E, he's still in this one. I don't know if he knows where he is right now. He might have a concussion following that brutal maneuver by Roderick Strong, but Big E, he's still fighting. Big E is still fighting here. The spear onto the ladder. The spear onto the ladder, but oh my God, that looked so brutal. And the crowd chanting, "This is awesome," in support. But Big E, I think he got the brunt of that ladder. I don't know I don't know if he's feeling too well right now following that spear. And Tommaso Ciampa once again looks to steal the victory, grabbing the Money in the Bank briefcase just like he did a few moments ago. However, once again, it's Daniel Bryan that's trying to stop him. As you see there with the elbows by Bryan, the leader of the Yes Movement. And oh, here we go with the powerbomb on the Ciampa. And just like Daniel Bryan and Roderick Strong, as I mentioned before, I wouldn't mind seeing these two men battle in singles competition as Tommaso Ciampa looks to throw Daniel Bryan out of the ring. As Ciampa goes with a punch, but Daniel Bryan reverses. And Bryan now on the top turnbuckle. Oh, but Ciampa catches him with a kick right to the head. These two men already within the opening few minutes of this matchup have taken so much punishment as, oh god, what in the hell? What is this? Oh my god. Oh my god! Superplex into the ladder! That did not look good in the slightest. Oh my god! Daniel Bryan's back raking against, oh my god, against the ladder before a German suplex. Oh my god! As now Ciampa grabs Daniel Bryan. Jesus, I don't even know how Daniel Bryan is standing right now, but Tommaso Ciampa looks to throw him towards the outside, and he does it. As Ciampa, oh, there you see, taking a few moments, okay, to taunt the crowd. However, another man who loves to taunt the crowd is Roderick Strong, as he tosses Tommaso Ciampa to the outside, and now immediately trying to take advantage. Of course, he was just speared by Big E, but Big E seems to be in so much more pain following Roderick Strong setting up the ladder on the outside. I don't know if that was a good idea on Roderick Strong's part or not. However, oh, wait a second. AJ Styles and Sheamus. AJ and Sheamus. They're here. AJ and Sheamus are here. And they're going after Strong. They're going after Roderick. Oh, and Roddy gets taken down. And Sheamus and AJ are here tonight, and they're looking to beat the hell out of Roddy for trying to take them out of the match as a headbutt connects, and here we go. And the punches connecting by both men, AJ Styles and Sheamus. One half of the Bar and the Phenomenal One are here in attendance. They're in the building as they are both trying to beat the hell out of Roderick Strong. Okay, the Undisputed Era's Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly attacking both men. However, Sheamus, he was like put through a table. He was beating the hell out of, okay, right before the match. I don't know how he's still standing. That just shows the toughness of the Celtic Warrior as AJ Styles with a power bomb and Roderick Strong rolls to the outside. And here we go. It seems as though these two men are in the matchup after all as AJ takes down Sheamus. And he goes to climb the ladder, trying to take advantage. But Sheamus grabs him, pulling him down. And here we go, Sheamus with the kick to the stomach and the rights. And now Sheamus looking to quickly take advantage. Oh, but he gets knocked down by AJ. Both of these men trying to steal the Money in the Bank briefcase from one another here. However, Sheamus, oh, goes for a punch, but AJ Styles counters with a few punches of his own, going for the combination. However, there you see Daniel Bryan, the leader of the Yes Movement, back into the ring. AJ Styles, what is this? Goes after Sheamus here with the DDT. And Sheamus rolls out of the ring. Of course, he was brutally attacked right before the matchup. I don't blame him. As Styles and Bryan, oh my god, what a dream match we are staring at right now. The ramifications of this one could be incredibly impactful as it's Bryan and AJ staring each other down. They both know they are equally, perhaps, the best professional wrestlers on the planet today. AJ Styles says, no, we're not gonna, if we're gonna have a match, we're gonna do this properly. No ladder in the middle of the ring. It's just you and me. And here we go with the forearm strike. And now the dream match that we all want to witness is happening right now before our eyes. The collision between Daniel Bryan and AJ Styles. Two of the most pitch perfect professional wrestlers on the planet today. Okay, if this was in the Tokyo Dome, this would already be a 7-star match as Daniel Bryan slams down AJ Styles. Before, kicking him in the arm there, but AJ Styles fires back, goes to grab Daniel Bryan, but Daniel Bryan counters with a kick to the stomach. Very back and forth already between two of the best as AJ gets picked up here by Daniel. But AJ again counters into the kick before Bryan, gets caught into the backflip DDT. Vintage AJ Styles indeed, and the phenomenal one. Grabs Daniel, and kicks him in the back for good measure. And now it seems AJ Styles is looking. It looked like he was going to go climb the ladder, but then he realizes that he wants to do something else perhaps. But Daniel Bryan fires back with the forearm strike. And then kicks him. Drop kick. And AJ Styles trips over the ladder, landing on it a bit. As Daniel Bryan now is looking down at AJ Styles. He sets up the ladder, realizes the incorrect positioning. As AJ is down, Daniel Bryan goes to climb, and he looks to tear down the Money in the Bank briefcase. However, that time spent trying to set up the ladder might just come back to bite him as, AJ Styles! The powerbomb hanging on from the Money in the Bank briefcase. AJ Styles takes him down with the powerbomb onto the steel runs of the ladder, and Styles throwing Daniel Bryan into the ladder again. A man who some might say, perhaps, some might have thought to not been in this match at all due to the attack earlier. Looked to be heading towards a victory. However, Tommaso Ciampa stops him dead in his tracks as Ciampa goes for the running knee but misses. He counters, kicks him in the stomach. And wait a second. Ciampa takes down AJ Styles with the power bomb, and Styles, who was already coming into this one not 100%, is not looking too good there, and Ciampa throws Styles across the ring. Okay, both men from Monday Night Raw battling here tonight at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. This is our main event of the evening, and Ciampa gets slammed down. But he responds with a kick to the stomach to AJ Styles and then a chop to the chest for good measure. As Ciampa, what in the hell? Suplex onto the ladder. Trying to mirror what happened with Shayna Baszler earlier. However, AJ Styles fires back. AJ Styles trying to get the quick combination here over Tommaso Ciampa. And Ciampa, he slowly gets up. But he gets met with the forearm shot by the phenomenal one. And AJ Styles now goes with the kicks to the thigh over and over again on the rope. However, Tommaso Ciampa responds with a kick of his own. And AJ Styles, what in the hell is this? Gets met with the rolling cutter by Ciampa. And Tommaso Ciampa looks down at AJ Styles, and Styles could be out cold. However, somehow he is still slowly trying to get up here, showing his own toughness. But Ciampa with the fairy tale ending. We saw that against Johnny Gargano, the move that finished off the match at Holiday Havoc. The fairy tale ending onto the ladder as, Daniel Bryan, however, runs back into the ring as quick as possible now. And Bryan and Ciampa now the two men in the ring. There's one ladder, two men. Which one of these two will be going on to perhaps tear down the Money in the Bank briefcase as Daniel Bryan, the leader of the Yes Movement, feels the momentum shifting into his favor here. And a kick to the side of the head for good measure. Ciampa falling face first on the ladder. However, Ciampa reverses, goes after the arm of Bryan. And now Ciampa, wait a second, has him in a suplex position. Looking to, saying if I can't do it to AJ Styles, I'll do it to you. But Daniel Bryan, replicating with the reversal before hitting Tommaso Ciampa down. And Daniel Bryan now looks at Ciampa. He seems to have something in mind here with that ladder, perhaps. Oh, but Ciampa reverses. Ciampa fires back with a shot right to the chest. And oh, God, no. Oh, God, Ciampa has him in the suplex position. Oh, my God, and it connects. Good Lord. Onto the back of Daniel Bryan. And Ciampa, this sick and sadistic man, with the knee to the face of Bryan. However, Bryan reverses. Bryan reverses and slaps him there with the open palm strike. However, Ciampa's still trying to turn the momentum in his favor. But Daniel Bryan, he's still fighting back here. And Bryan connects. Daniel Bryan connects with the suplex. And Ciampa is down. Bryan looking out towards the crowd. And oh, here we go. The chorus of yes chants with the running knee by Bryan. The running knee by Bryan, ladies and gentlemen. And Daniel grabbing the ladder. Everybody's down. Ciampa just rolled to the outside. Bryan, he's alone in the ring. He could have it here. He could have it. It's his. He's got the briefcase. Oh, but Big E. Oh my God, the man who I thought was going to be a non-factor following that spear after the knee to the face, crushing his head. Big E, he's somehow fighting back. He's somehow back in the ring. And Big E now trading blows with the leader of the Yes Movement. Trading blows with Daniel Bryan, but Daniel tosses him down. He grabs the briefcase and he tears it down. Daniel Bryan's done it. Daniel Bryan, for another time in his illustrious career, is Mr. Money in the Bank. Oh my God, what a battle we just saw these 6 men go through. And that's right, I said 6, unlike the 4 that I stated at the start of the match. AJ and Sheamus coming back in, tearing down Roderick Strong, and in the end, it didn't matter. Styles and Sheamus, they came in. Okay, they had a brawl. Okay, Sheamus clearly, okay, he was taken out following that DDT onto the rope. And then in the end, Daniel Bryan continued his momentum and won the Money in the Bank briefcase. Ladies and gentlemen, what a way to close out the show. Thank you every single person in attendance and watching this at home for watching this with me. I hope you have a good day as Daniel Bryan celebrates as Mr. Money in the Bank.